In the middle of September, summers never look the same. Days go by and time just seems to fly, but the memories remain. Dzień dobry YouTube, I witamy to another episode of Atticus Eats. This one has been a very highly requested one, not only from all of you amazing people in the comments section, but also from my friends IRL. My dear friends, today we are checking out Wingstop. Dzień dobry again, YouTube. Oh my goodness, my dear friends. For a small meal, they gave me a very large paper bag. Not too sure why that is. I'm sure when we open this up, we'll figure it out. But my dear friends, finally, after many moons, I discovered a Wingstop that was within driving distance to me. And I have made my way over here to the stop of the wings. And I procured myself some sustenance. So I've actually had a lot of people recommend to me going to Wingstop. And it's funny, especially a couple of very dear people in my life. One of them was saying that her favorite is the garlic parmesan sandwich, the fried chicken sandwich here at Wingstop. And depending on how today goes, we may very well need to come back here to try their fried chicken sandwich, because we've kind of been doing that as a theme here on the channel. The Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich, we've got the, the Popeyes, and then I know that they sell them here as well. But that will be a different video for a different day. Today, I'm actually going to be listening to my friend Bubba, very dear friend of mine. He's like a brother to me. And you've heard me mention his name here on the channel before. And what he was saying is, he said, if you want to show people your tolerance to spice, or lack thereof, get yourself the mango habanero crispy chicken tenders from Wingstop. And I was like, ooh, as a spice lover, pray tell. Tell me more. So I'm very excited today. That's the meal that we got today. It's actually a 3-piece meal. So very excited about that. And it comes with fries, a side of ranch, so it's already like a perfect thing for me. And then it also came with this drink. And I remember the days when drinks used to come in foam cups, like styrofoam cups like these. And this is so incredibly cool, because it's always the like meld of plastic, you know, paper cups these days at the fast food restaurants. This is kind of different, and if you're a really big nerd, then you'll know what I'm thinking right now. Whenever I see styrofoam cups like this, I always think about Days Gone, the video game Days Gone, because there was a mission where you needed to collect these up, so that way this scientist guy could create this thing that would end up fighting the freakers, as they were called in Days Gone, which were really the zombies. But if you've played Days Gone and you know what I'm talking about, polystyrene, type it in the comment section below, and let's be nerds together. Let's nerd together. But anyway, na zdrowie. I was crazy like a cat. They have one of those really cool Coca-Cola machines where it has a bunch of different sodas and a bunch of different flavors of that soda in it. And for whatever reason, Sprite caught my attention today. And it's actually because it's a hotter day, even though it's actually officially autumn now. California just decided to be like, psych, you thought it was cooling down. And it's supposed to be 100 today. It's 90 right now here in the shade. But I decided, like, Sprite sounded really good, and what I did is I mixed regular Sprite with cherry-flavored Sprite to taste like a Shirley Temple, and it actually does, and it's really good. So I might need to do that more frequently. That's a really good treat. Very, very bright and refreshing, especially for hot days like this. But, okay, so Let's open up the brown bag. Oh my gosh. Oh, they actually give you like legit portions. This is shocking. I'm definitely gonna have leftovers. Holy shnikes, look at that. Look at that. Reveal yourself. That's insane. That's a large fry. Holy cow. They're very salty. Na zdrowie. Those are very salty, but they're very good. Huh. Mmm. Okay. I see you, Wingstop. I see you. Mmm. Mm-hmm. I'm grabbing napkins from one of our previous outings. Okay. One of the most important things ever. Ranch. Now that's a side of ranch. That right there is the side of ranch. That's a hearty. That's not a spoonful at the bottom of a plastic cup. You know what I mean? That's 3/4 empty. That makes me extremely happy. Thank you. Okay, now here's the piece de resistance, and I can smell it. Go down there, bag. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that dude is so nice. Okay. That dude charged me for a 3-piece, and he gave me a 4-piece. That dude is incredibly, incredibly nice. Shout out to the guy working at Wingstop today for this video. Holy cow. That is incredibly nice. I feel very blessed. That's awesome. That's awesome. Alright, well, we are very, very, very fortunate today. Huge shout out to Wingstop today, man. I'm so excited to try this. It's soaked in this mango habanero sauce. I can already smell it. Definitely vinegary. I'm definitely getting notes of Tabasco, but I can smell the sweetness from the mango. So this is incredibly exciting. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's hopefully not drop that. It's here in the lap on my right thigh. It's where it's staying warm, you know. But let's go ahead and jump right on in here. Friends, I've got some awesome new questions too that I'm going to be taking not only from you all in the YouTube comment section, but also from my Discord server today. So definitely stay tuned for that. But right now, grab yourself some vittles. Let's hang out. Let's chow down together. Let's see if I can stand the test. Ranch is very good. Very creamy and delish. I'm gonna need to shift hands here. Let's go ahead and set that down yonder in my empty passenger seat. This is exciting. This is cool. I always love trying something new, especially with you all on camera. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need a wipey. I'm gonna need a wipe after this. Ooh. Oh. It's golden. Ooey gooey. Mmm. 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 Oh. Oh. Mmm. If I get any louder, I'm gonna start having people stare at the car. Oh my word. Oh, Bubba. My friend. My compadre in food. Mmm. Mmm. Tender. Tender chicken. Someone just parked next to me. It's a sign. It's a sign. This was meant to be today. Mmm. 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 She's going to Wingstop. No. No, she's going to the dry cleaners. Never mind. She's missing out. Wow. Okay. I need to compose myself. Incredibly tender white meat chicken. Absolutely melt in your mouth tender with a great chicken flavor. But it's got a beautiful crispy crunch on the outside. Not burnt. Perfect breading all the way through. Crunchy, delicious. The sauce, coupled with the ranch, is absolutely perfect. You need to eat something like this with ranch or blue cheese because there is spice to it. But oh my word, my lips are definitely singeing. There's sparks coming off about right here. The tongue has woken up and it said, "Why'd you get me up this early? It's a Monday." But oh my goodness, I am thoroughly impressed with this. I don't want to know how much MSG is in this. That will kill the mood. But I'm gonna practice willful ignorance on that. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Holy cow. Definitely spice. Definitely delicious. And then you use the fries to sort of offset everything. Oh, it's very good. Flavor of that. Definitely more Tabasco-ish. Coupled with that sweet heat and kind of a fruity, sweet texture from that mango. But it balances perfectly. California. Balances perfectly. Everybody got away from me. I guess they're anticipating flatulence. So, whatever. Whatever. Oh. We need another one. We need another one. Second from the hottest heat level sauce that you can get your crispy tenders in. I'm not scared. If you have seasonal allergies, come here to Wingstop. Get you some of the mango habanero. That'll clear you out. So messy, but so good. Can you tell that this is a lot more pleasurable than last week? Woo! Ooh. The heat is real. It's getting in my mustache, too. So it's like a little bit of a firecracker going on right here. Right in this hemisphere. Whew. Oh, man. All right. I'm gonna keep, draining my nostrils here. I'm gonna polish off this delicious meal that we got. Don't you go anywhere there, my friends. I'll be right back in just a second for you to answer some awesome questions. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Whew. That has some kick to it. Like, kick open the occupied bathroom stall door that you didn't know was occupied. Level of kick. And scare the poop out of the guy reading the Jason Bourne novel. Yes, I was being ultra specific for a reason. Totally on an unrelated note though, do any of you know what the cost would be to put fresh porcelain on a toilet? Because I feel like that's going to be a need for me in the impending future. Yeah. But anyway, Some really good stuff. I cannot recommend to you enough. If you like the taste of a Shirley Temple, and you're okay if it doesn't have maraschino cherries, which I do know are arguably the best part, the budget version of a Shirley Temple would definitely be to mix yourself some regular Sprite and some Sprite cherry. It's very good. I'm very pleasantly surprised with that. If I can keep talking, I think I'm going to rate Wingstop at a solid 7 out of 10. As a whole. Straight across the board. 7 out of 10. The fries are way too oversalted for my taste, but they are cooked through, which is the good part. They're unfortunately natural cut fries too, which is really bleh. But, the fries themselves, probably 5 out of 10. Way too salted. I did not eat all of them. Let me emphasize that. I did not eat all of them. I just ate like a handful. I literally was like cracking my teeth against salt as I was eating them. It kind of scared me. But the chicken tenders are, without a doubt, some of the best chicken tenders that I've had at a fast food-esque style of restaurant. Very tender on the inside, warm, melt in your mouth, but crispy, crunchy on the outside in a satisfying way, not in a burnt way. And that sauce, the flavor profile of that mango habanero sauce is so good. Mom made tacos the other day for dinner, and she busted open an organic mango habanero taco sauce, and I used that on my tacos that I had that she made, and that was very good. It had a unique vinegary flavor. Nowhere near this. This is definitely a little bit more congealed, but definitely like a wing sauce kind of sauce. And it felt like everything in it was heightened. And there's probably a bunch of horrific stuff that's like not good for you in it, but again, willful ignorance. Yeah. Really good stuff. I am thoroughly impressed, everyone. I definitely want to come back. I would love to try a spicy chicken sandwich from Wingstop, because I'm really curious as to how good it is. And I know that there have been many who have said that they love Wingstop sandwiches, so that's really cool. Oh my goodness. My dear friends, which do you prefer? Do you prefer Wingstop? Do you prefer Buffalo Wild Wings? Do you prefer Wing Street wings from like Pizza Hut? For the longest time, I loved the Wing Street wings from Pizza Hut. I still do, for that unique flavor, and if you watch my Pizza Hut video, I kind of go into detail with that. But I'm able to get that chicken tender meal for, by today's standards, at an okay price. And knowing the quantity of food that I get, I mean, oh my goodness, that was really good. I polished off all but a half piece of the chicken, and like I said, I did not finish the fries. So, that was really good. Bubba, thank you for the recommendation, homie. That was too good. That was too good, brother. Thank you. Man. That's awesome. Alrighty. Let us go ahead now. We're going to take to the various interwebs, and we're going to just take a couple minutes, my dear friends, to answer some questions. And this first question is going to hail from my Discord server. And this is coming from a very dear friend of mine who I do play with on my Twitch live streams, named SlewedMuffin97. And he says, question, what is your favorite thing about voice acting? And that's a fantastic question. Fantastic question, Slewed. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate you. So there are a lot of different interesting elements to voiceover acting that are completely different from live action on-camera acting. In the industry, we call that theatrical acting. It's not necessarily theater work. It's just theatrical. It's live action. And, you know, my favorite part, and I've said this on multiple interviews, is that, the benefit and the beauty of voiceover acting is that whereas when it comes to theatrical acting, you're able to depend on a lot more things like wardrobe, your facial expressions, choreography, beats, where are you in a scene, what are you doing with your hands, your face, your body language, etc., that can convey the emotion and the importance of a scene and interaction with characters. In the voiceover world, that's all solely through your voice. And it's truly, truly remarkable. It is such an amazingly fun time, because it is really you, as the actor, working with the director, working with the writer, and then working with the animation department, who actually are bringing to life a character. And that is so incredibly beautiful. What I love about it, too, is that in the interactions with the different departments, your sound, when you record dialogue for a voiceover character, and this is actually a great segue, like, into The Lion Guard with Ono the Egret, that was a character where I sort of discovered who Ono was right in the middle of the auditioning process, and then it became even more so as I was working with Kelly, who is the voice director, and Ford Riley, the writer. And it was just such an amazingly beautiful experience, because I was in the audition, and I don't even think I had the initial audition. They actually called me in straight to a producer callback, which I thought was very cool. And in the character description for Ono the Egret, they said that he was very heavily influenced by Niles Crane from Frasier. And that was so cool, because my mom loved the series Frasier. It was actually one of her favorite shows to watch for a period of time, and Niles was her favorite character. Niles and Daphne's relationship and everything that was in that show, she really loved and appreciated. And so my mom said, I brought it up to Mom, and I said, Mom, they're saying that it's a heavy emphasis on this particular character. And then she started to share with me about that character, about Niles Crane, and about Frasier as a whole, the show. And she showed me clips on YouTube, and she's like, here's this thing, this is kind of what the overall storyline of the show was, and his storyline, and she explained to me what happened between him and Daphne and everything like that. And so it was so cool. And then that really inspired me. So it inspired me as far as the mannerisms of Ono and who he was as a character. And Ford wrote the show so beautifully. It was so easy to just embody this character and incorporate those character attributes into the dialogue. But then what ended up happening is, because I was 16 at the time and I was pubertating, I went into the audition, and we were recording a take. And at the very end of the take, there was a part, and I think it was when it was one of the first times that Ono screamed, "Hapana!" And my voice cracked. And when my voice cracked, they stopped. And they said, hey, we're going to do another take. We love that voice crack that you did at the end there. Are you able to do that on command and throughout? And I did it there in the booth. And so then, all of a sudden, it became, Fully! Kion! I am Ono now. Affirmative. And that became Ono, literally in that take. And that was one of the only times in my life that I was in a voiceover booth, and I was practically told that I had the job. Normally, when you do an audition process, nowadays you don't even get to go into a voiceover booth. Now it's all online through a Zoom call. But normally it's like you'll do your audition, and then you kind of leave and you have to forget about it. And then weeks, months later, you'll find out if you got the job. And that one was so particularly special because it was almost instantaneous. And then we started working on the show. The first 2 episodes, which were the movie that started the series, we started working on that probably within a month or 2 after I did that second audition, and which was my first audition for the role, and I booked it. And I remember being told all the time for that show specifically, they were actually sending out the voiceover tracks to have the animators work on the show, and the animators were based in Korea. And so, South Korea. And so that was really fun to not only hear that, but the feedback actually from the animators is that as they were hearing my voice, the character of Ono was actually the favorite character of the 5 for the animators to draw for, because there was so much unique expression and like just all these different vocal cues that spoke on emotion, and it really brought the character to life for the animators who were drawing Ono. And as they drew him, they just just absolutely loved being able to do what they did for him. So that was an insanely fun time. And hands down, I know that there's someone who, actually there's several people who are on this YouTube channel and in this community who are huge fans of the Lion Guard. And I need to say that I think Lion Guard, I've worked on a lot of amazing voiceover projects, and I have multiple favorites, but the Lion Guard is definitely probably one of, if not the highest project on my list as far as a favorite character to portray and a project to be a part of. And how Ford so skillfully wrote Ono's character development, where he was the keenest of sight, then gets a horrific disability, but then he learns how to thrive despite the disability and still function and contribute to the team. Oh my goodness. Chills. You know what I mean? Chills all over. Such an incredible experience. If ever there was a show that needed another season, I would want there to be a season. This goes to show you how much I love the Lion Guard to record it, okay? I would rather see a 4th season of the Lion Guard before I saw a 10th season of the middle. That says something. That says something. Alright. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do one more question from the Discord server. This is a fun one. This hails from my friend Nicky Nacky, who is across the pond in the United Kingdom, and he says, question: you're 3 years into a zombie apocalypse. You're a veteran defender and survivor of your camp and are finely tuned to your environment. There is one takeout eatery that remains unaffected by some time shift anomaly, and you can decide which takeout eatery it is. But once you decide, that's it. No other choice will ever be available. Which eatery takeout would you choose to remain permanently open? Okay, so because that's only one, excuse me, only one takeout eatery, and I'm with my camp, I'm with my survivors, we're doing well, we're able to still survive, but we want one takeout eatery that remains unchanged. So, I would actually choose a very specific Japanese sushi restaurant that I've been to. I have not made an Atticus Eats video on this specific restaurant yet. I probably should. But, especially because there were so many of you that were like, Atticus tried Japanese food after the last video. This restaurant, I've been to several times with my mom, and actually, in many ways, we think that it's better than the other sushi restaurant that I have shown you guys here on the channel. And it's not only that their sushi and their specialty rolls are amazingly fresh. It's a Japanese family who owns it. Incredible work ethic. Very, very kind to me. But they also have all different kinds of sake. And that could be used for a wide variety of zombie apocalypse survival purposes, you know, disinfecting things, helping people to sleep, helping people to maybe overcome like bugs and colds and stuff like that. So that could be really useful too. But they have, I'm getting in close. Come closer to me. They have a tempura fried cheesecake that is literal manna from heaven. Like, remember how there was the, at Carl's Jr., when we went to Carl's Jr., and I said, hey, do you go to a restaurant just for that dessert? Like, that would be the only thing you would get. You don't even have to get food from that restaurant. That's my restaurant. And it's that item with my mom. Tempura fried cheesecake. It's heavenly. It is so ridiculously heavenly. I would walk in to this time shift anomaly that Nicky Nacky aforementioned every day, and I would be like, cool, we slayed another 100 zombies today. Time to go get rewarded with cheesecake. That would 100% be my thing. That would 100% be my thing. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, well, my dear friends, that was a couple of questions from the Discord. Let's do one more, and we'll take it here from the old YouTube comment section. And as I've said before, my dear friends, if any of you have any awesome questions that you want to ask me, it doesn't even have to be related to the middle or the lion guard. It can be, though, if you want it to be. But even if it's a question like what Nicky Nacky just described, if you want to give me a D&D setting, or some sort of zombocalypse survival scenario, and you want to see what my response is to that, please do. The whole point is we're having fun together, am I right? Dear friends, having fun on a Saturday morning. So, I'm gonna just answer this one because it's the first one that popped out at me, and it's by the user CSDS7679 on YouTube. When you go out, do people call you Brick? Yes. So a lot of times when I go out, or when I'm even when I'm doing my Twitch live streams, or obviously in the comment section here, a lot of people do call me Brick, and it actually kind of makes sense because it's like what a lot of people know me as, and that makes sense if they haven't gone so far as to, like, look me up, who I am as an actual human being person, Atticus the actor, not just, you know, this character that's on TV. And also, too, there is an element, I'm sure, of, like, if someone gets starstruck or excited, they shout out the first thing that comes to mind. So they hear in their head, hey, he's Brick, and so then they just call me Brick. I definitely prefer being called by my name. I love my name. I'm very proud of my name and the background of my name, so I prefer to be called Atticus, but if people happen to call me Brick, that's cool, but anticipate me being like, hey, my real name's Atticus, please call me Atticus, you know. But yeah, so to answer your question, yes, they do. Not all the time, but sometimes. So, anyways, my dear friends, oh my goodness, what another amazing week of Atticus Eats. Thank you all so much for joining me today on this video. I truly appreciate you. If you all enjoyed this awesome content, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and share my video on all of your social media. That goes a long way in helping out my channel to grow and getting this video put in front of other like-minded awesome people. I want to keep growing this community with more and more like-minded awesome people like you all. So please help me out in this way. It really does go a long way with the YouTube algorithm and the internet wizardry that is. And anyways, my dear friends, too, if you want to be able to interact with me live, come hang out with me on my Twitch channel. I go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. The link to that is down in the description box below, and just beneath it is the link to my Cameo page. And if you or your loved one has a special event that you want to make extra special, and you want to support the work that I do to make Atticus Eats and all of my other projects here in content creation possible, please book a Cameo from me down below on my Cameo page. I would love to make yours or your loved one's special days extra special, and it does truly help me out a ton. All of you are so awesome. God bless you guys, and hope you have a great week. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Do Vidzenia.
I just want a great life, something where I feel like I just didn't waste time, something I look back and say that was a great time, cause man, I just hate when the years pass by the wayside.